Okay, so let's do example number 1. For this example right here, the first question is, it says for the following logarithmic function, describe the transformations that must be applied to our base function, which is y equals to log 10 base x, to obtain the graph of g of x. Alright, so let's go ahead and do part 1. I'm just going to write down what the function is. G of x equals to 2 log 10 x minus 3 plus 4. So writing down or describing what each one of those parameters mean, the 2 right here is a vertical stretch. So the first thing is the vertical stretch by a factor of 2. And then moving along to the right hand side, our d value here is a positive 3. So this is a horizontal shift, 3 units to the right. And as we spoke about earlier, the horizontal shifts indicate to us what our vertical asymptotes are going to be. So just on the side right here, for my own sake, I'm just going to write down the equation for the vertical asymptote for myself so that I remember it, because the horizontal shifts indicate to me what my vertical asymptotes are, what is going to be. And the last one right here is going to be our vertical shift, and it's a positive value, so it's moving 4 units upward. So it's a vertical shift 4 units up. Alright, so what we just did right now, we described the transformations. The second part is we're going to sketch the graph of g of x. Okay, so sketching the graph of g of x, as we spoke about earlier, it's important to write down some of your key points, and the key points that we had, y value here is going to be for my base function first, which is base of 10. Key points were 0 and 1, and I have to figure out what my new transform functions are going to be according to my transformation right here. So I do have a vertical stretch as well as a vertical shift, which affects my y value. So it's going to be 2y plus 4, and the only thing that affects my x values are going to be just my horizontal shift. That is going to be x plus 3, because I'm moving the curve 3 units towards the right hand side. All I have to do now is figure out the value for x, and as we spoke about earlier, you can transform a logarithmic function into an exponential function. So just writing this as an exponential function, 10 to the power y is going to equal to x. So in this case, my y value is 0, so it's going to be 10 to the power of 0 equals to x, and which is basically just 1. I'm going to just write that down. And the second one is 10 to the power of 1 equals x, and that is going to be 10. So my x values are going to be just 1 and 10, and my y values are 0 and 1. Transforming that into my next step is going to be 1 plus 3, that is 4. And then I have 10 plus 3, that is 13. And then here, 2 times 0 is 0, plus 4 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 4 is 6. So I have my transform points. I'm also going to indicate my vertical asymptote that I made a little point of earlier. That is x equal to 3. And this is a place that I would like to start off with.